Hello guys, this is me again, Kazimir Agosu, and welcome to Journey in Korea. So in this video, I want to share, as promised last time, how I overcame loneliness in Korea. So if you haven't watched my top 3 difficulties that I faced as foreigner in Korea, you can just check on this channel and find this video and watch it. So on that video, I was explaining what are my top 3 difficulties that I faced as a foreigner in Korea, and now I'm explaining to you and sharing with you how I overcame the difficulty number 2, which is how to overcome loneliness. Yes, Korea is a very beautiful country, and yeah, you have a lot of facilities, a lot of building, many things are beautiful here, right? But once you get here, quickly you find out that it can also be a very lonely place. It doesn't matter how many people live in a city. If you don't have connection with people, you end up feeling lonely. For someone who has a background like mine, coming from an African country where we all live most of the time together, and we know everyone in the neighborhood. When you are somewhere, you know almost everyone around you, and whenever you need something, you want to talk, or you feel bored at home, you can just go next door and talk to your neighbor, right? But in Korea, they don't have this kind of culture, at least not now. Before they might have, but now everyone lives in apartments, or like they have their rooms, and it's very difficult to know who is next to you. So they barely interact with each other, and as a foreigner here, it is not up to me to change this culture, so I have to adapt myself to this culture, and it can turn out to be very lonely. Sometimes I get home, I feel very tired, or I feel that my day has been a very difficult one. My emotions are very down. I feel very low. In this kind of moments, I really need someone to talk to, just share how my day has been. And they don't need to say anything, right? They just have to listen, and I'm communicating with people, and if they have also some input, something to tell me, I can also listen and have a conversation and forget about that day. But when you come home and there is no one to talk to, it's really hard. It's really hard. When you have something on your chest and you want to take it off by just talking with someone and no one is around you, is very tough. It's very tough. So this is how I successfully overcame the loneliness in Korea. When I say overcame, it's not 100%, but now I feel less and less lonely. That's what I meant by overcoming. So number 1, the first thing that I tried is to get myself busy as much as possible, because the thing about loneliness is about connections, right? And when you are busy doing something, you don't really think about yourself being lonely. So keeping yourself busy is a way to get rid of loneliness for the time being. But as I have tried it for a while, I realized that it is not that much effective. Of course, sometimes when I feel lonely, I can just go out, or watch movies, or play video games, or read. I have done those kind of activities to keep my mind busy. But at the end of the day, loneliness is not overcome by just reading or by keeping yourself busy. You actually need connection with people. So this is where the second tip that I want to share with you comes in. Going out and attending events as much as possible. It can be things like your hobbies, or it can be just events where you can meet new people, or events where you do something with other people. I highly recommend you to practice a sport, or practicing your hobby and doing hobby activities. This is really helpful. For my case, I really like to play soccer, so I joined some clubs at my university at that time, and I had the opportunity to play often soccer with other people, and that makes me feel really good. And when I practice the sport, when I play soccer and come back home, I feel really good. I forget about the fact that I'm even alone here in Korea. So hobby activities can be one of a great way to get rid of loneliness for a while. And now I want to share with you the number 3 tips that I have used to overcome loneliness in Korea, and this is religious communities. Yes, religious communities. I don't know if you are a religious person or not, but I am a Christian, and as I came here, quickly I found the church that I used to attend, to have a community where I can really not only serve God altogether, but get to live together in a community. And my friends, this helps a lot, because when you meet people as a Christian, when I meet other people who are Christian and we are from the same congregation, automatically it doesn't really matter where you are from and who you are brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, right? You are brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. So they take you as one of them and you take them as one of yours. So quickly the connection is very deep, and you get to interact much more with each other. So my religious community has been very helpful in many ways. Whenever I need a support, I can reach out to them, and sometimes I don't really need to talk to them before they invite me to attend some events or do some activities together, or just like have a meal together. And all those small things help a lot. Seriously, they help me a lot. So I highly recommend that if you have a religion and you can find your community in Korea and be together with them, it will be a very great way to overcome loneliness. Because I have been saying again and again, loneliness is all about connections. Is about the lack of connection, actually. So when you start connecting your heart with other people's heart, automatically that connection is created and you don't feel lonely anymore. In a big city like Seoul, where like around 10 million people live, or even more than 10 million people live, it is very common also to see people feeling lonely because they don't have this kind of connection. But as I'm sharing it with you today, if you have experienced that loneliness in Korea and you want to overcome them, you can use those 3 tips that I use. And I want to remind you of those. One is to get myself busy. The second one is to practice hobby activities and meet people. And the third one is my religious community. So you can try all those 3 and let us know in the comment section, like what you think is the most helpful for you, if you have used them before, or if you have any opinion about what I have shared. Don't hesitate to share it with us in the comment section. So that will be all for this video today. Thank you so much for watching this, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if this video helps you in any way. So before closing this video, I want to remind you why I'm here. This year, to celebrate my 10 years in Korea, I am putting myself at service of foreigners in Korea, and by doing this, I'm sharing my stories and my life in Korea and my experiences in Korea through those videos, hoping that it might help at least one person in this lifetime. So anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.